I just yelled, foggy geezer.
Oh, no. What?
Oh, skeet, skeet. Do you not know what that song's
That's what
about?
that means. It's the kind of bathroom where you open the door and then there's sinks, urinals, and stalls.
Kids are in bed?
Kids are in bed.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 7 of The Kids Are in Bed. I'm Tim Severson. This is Jenni Severson. Jenni, how you doing?
I'm really great. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm amazing.
Good.
I wasn't doing amazing earlier today.
Oh,
but
shoot.
No, I'm all right. We had a sick daughter.
Well.
Not really. What?
Nothing.
Oh. Sometimes you look at me like, don't talk about her fake illness.
No.
Oh,
I have a face.
you do.
And sometimes you just have this reaction to my face
Yeah.
that I don't understand what's happening. It's just the way I look.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
wonder
know what
if
to
other
say.
people can see it. If they can see what I see, or if I am just if it's just something with your face. But sometimes
It sounds like a you problem.
I don't know. It might not be.
My favorite part about Clementine being sick is that she was fully dressed
Yeah.
and ready to go. It
High
wasn't
heels
like
on.
crown. She had a tiara. She had lipstick.
She had lipstick
and
on.
eyeshadow. Like she was dressed, accessorized, head to toe, and then suddenly unable to go.
She knew exactly what button to press. I think I'm going to throw up in your car. And I'm like, wow, we're just not going.
Yeah, she's pretty smart.
She was pretty smart.
Yeah. But I think, at 5, you don't know how to ask for a mental health day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a stay home day.
Yeah, certainly.
You don't understand how to ask for it.
Yeah. I remember that was always, obviously, I tried to sneak through sick days. Or a sick day. I can only remember one time when I really tried to fake it, and which is not easy when your dad's a pediatrician. And so I faked it with my mom, and I'm like, oh my God, it worked. And then 2 minutes later, my dad came in. He's like, so you're sick, huh? And I'm just like, motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's like, I was not expecting the final boss. I thought he was gone. And I was like, and he was like, do you just want to stay home? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, just say that. Don't try to fake it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then I don't think I ever asked ever again.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know I stayed home for sure, but I don't think I ever went just I need a freebie today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it was good.
But I didn't have perfect attendance like you did. You were a perfect attendance kind of nerd.
I mean, you say that like it's a bad thing,
Yeah.
but I had several years of perfect attendance, yes.
Since you bring it up.
Why do you even know that?
Because you talk about it a lot.
I do?
Yeah.
When was the last time I brought up my attendance as a
I
child?
feel like one of the
don't
last
think
time
so.
Jude was sick, we talked about it.
Oh, well, maybe. I did have perfect attendance a lot. I probably still have the awards in a scrapbook somewhere.
They probably do. You probably do.
Yeah.
We had a date night
We did.
recently. A couple of days
A couple
ago.
nights ago.
Yeah.
It's delightful.
Thanks to our niece, Izzy,
Thanks, Izzy.
one of our loyal viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least she tells us she is. She
Mm-hmm.
could just not watch it. She never really gives me a lot of detail.
She was crying.
Yes, she was.
At one episode. So
Yeah.
she definitely watched that one.
Crying because she was laughing.
Yeah, crying, laughing.
Yes,
Sorry. Laugh,
yes,
crying.
Yes.
Yeah.
She enjoys
one of our 5 viewers.
Yes, right. You might be number 6. No, she enjoys laughing at my misery
Mm-hmm.
just as much as you do.
Mm-hmm. As we all do.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say it's kind of a Bedeau family tradition to laugh at my misery. You all really, really enjoy it.
You have more feelings than all of us combined.
Oh, yeah. I think not anymore. I think your brother Dave, he's gotten a little emotional about some things, I feel like, in the last decade where he didn't used to. I can't remember what they were.
Oh.
But maybe it's kind of gone away now.
Yeah.
I think it was just like when his kids were little.
Oh.
He had a little softy moment, but he might be back to his old form of, yeah, you all just really, really like to kick me around a little bit.
It's good for you.
I like it.
Yeah, we know you do. That's why we do it.
I'm all of your favorite. Well, I'm your husband, so but all of your brothers, I think I'm like their favorite brother. I'm your mom's favorite son.
Shh. I don't think you're supposed to tell them that.
I am so much more popular in your family than I am in my own. It's wild.
That's not true.
Eh.
I think your family kind of likes you.
I mean, they do a little.
Oh. I mean, the average amount.
Yeah. The normal amount. Your family likes me more than anybody should like anybody in their family, especially an in-law.
No, it's true love.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we went out and we went to a wine bar and we're told that we needed a reservation if we wanted to see the music, which ended up not being true.
False.
There was plenty of room.
False advertising.
And the band wasn't the vibe for a wine bar.
Mm-mm.
I was expecting piano or acoustic guitar, and this was not bad music. I thought they were great.
The band was good. It just wasn't the vibe.
No, and it was.
I wanted to dance.
It was and it was a small space.
Yeah.
And so it was loud.
It was too loud.
That's old.
That was the thing that
I feel like.
Oh shoot!
Because
we are old.
How much younger do you think we were than the average in there?
15 years probably.
Do you think that that's? I've been thinking about this. Do you think that that is real, or was that our perception?
You mean that we look like all those other people?
I don't think we look like them. I think we looked a lot better, but
we're as old as they are.
I think that maybe we're just a little.
I think we are quite young at heart.
Yes.
So, but oh crap!
I know. I know.
Oh no!
There were definitely a couple of tables where there were people that were 15 years older.
Yeah.
But as I mentally look around the room, I'm like,
nerds.
There were a couple of people that were probably only a couple of years olher that we would have been.
We were definitely the youngest people. I feel confident in that.
We were.
Yeah.
We were the youngest people.
Yeah. But the thing that was so strange is you had to reserve the room with the music.
Right.
So that you could hear the music. But we went to the bathroom and we went down the hall to another room and you could hear the music clear as day throughout the whole place.
Yeah.
I was like, it would have been more enjoyable to be in this back room back here where the music was a little softer. Oh my gosh, we are so old.
I know. But I think what would have happened if we did that is we would have been in the other room going, wow, we should have been in the room with the music.
Yeah.
Because we would have heard all the songs that we wanted to dance to and been like, at least we're closer. So I think.
Yeah. I did want to dance and it was not the vibe to dance.
No.
So I was like, you can't play music that makes people want to dance and then not let them dance. Yeah. That's just cruel.
Because what would you call the genre of music since we're describing that now? It's probably like soft rock hits kind of, right? Not soft rock. I don't know. Just like classic
Jesse's
rock.
Girl kind of vibes.
Yeah, classic rock hits.
Sure.
Tom Petty, Free Fallin'.
Yeah.
Is that where we heard Country Roads?
No, that was at the next place.
That was at the next place.
Yeah.
I feel like the musical performers should have been flip-flopped.
Yeah. Shh.
Because there was live music at the second place we went to, which was a tap house. Tap house.
That's so hard for me to say.
I think you just say tap house, even though it's spelled Haeus.
Because my brother... Is that bad?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're all set.
My brother has an Airbnb in Finland that they named Haas.
Across seas. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah. I didn't even know they had Airbnbs in Finland. Finland, Minnesota.
Yes, you did. Of course they have Airbnbs in Finland.
Do they?
Of course.
Oh.
Oh, gosh, no, they don't. They definitely have them around the entire world. They're not just...
No, I don't know. Oh. Everybody's got new rules now.
Oh, so that is true. There are lots of new rules. Anyways, my brother has an Airbnb in Finland, Minnesota, and they named it with the fancy Haas.
Yeah.
I can't say it. I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
A house? I think it's still house. I think it's still house.
It is?
I think so.
Oh, well, now I feel like an absolute moron.
You should. The second place we went to was Polish in nature. So we had potato cakes that had a name that we couldn't pronounce, and I don't even remember. Lankenkunken.
I thought it started with a P.
Punkenkunken. I think that's right.
Pretty sure that was it. It was basically a hash brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we noticed, so there's an acoustic guitar player, musician. Acoustic guitar player. And behind him, he had a backdrop with, speaking of backdrops, we have a new backdrop.
Oh, yeah, we moved.
And this is one of our many clocks that don't tell time. You can only see the bottom portion, but you won't notice a hand move by because this clock hasn't worked since 2016-ish.
It's really pretty to look at, though.
It is. But
I just really like the symmetry of clocks as a piece of art, more so than, a mechanism with which to use to tell time.
Yeah. Well, it's just a reminder that time is always
ticking,
except for in our house where it stands still.
Oh, that's lovely.
Right?
What a beautiful
That's why we're so young in heart.
Yes.
Our clocks don't move. It's also why we're late.
That's mostly my fault. Sorry.
But the second bar had trivia.
We did have trivia.
Care to tell everybody how we did in trivia?
We only played 2 rounds, and we won both rounds.
We jumped in.
Let's do this.
I was trying to remember the name of the person that we beat. Like Skeeter. It was like Skeeter.
Professor.
Professor?
Professor.
Professor Skeeter? Professor Skeet.
Oh, something. Sure.
You don't know that reference at all.
Oh, what is it?
Skeet is ejaculate.
Oh, no! What?
Oh, skeet. Do you not know what that song's
That's what
about?
That means? I sing that song. I sing that song a lot. Oh no!
What did you think that meant?
I don't know. But it was just like.
That's how they dry their balls from the sweat that's dripping off of them when they're going from the window to the wall.
This is very unfortunate.
Yin Yang twins, why? Yes, sorry. Anyways.
Now we know.
We jumped in. It was chive trivia. So we noticed that it was pretty bro-y style trivia, which meant that
it was super bro-y.
You felt that I excelled just for the nature of
you did excel.
Being a chive follower for so many years. Not anymore, but I used to follow the chive. I think you kind of drew the line that maybe I had a little inside edge.
No, I don't think the fact that you followed the chive made you. It's just it's like a Venn diagram. Probably more so than like a direct correlation.
Got it.
Or is that like correlation, not causation? Something of that matter. Nature?
Really waxing scientific there. You just said a lot of different things that could go together if you would have bridged them a little.
Graphs and charts. And it's a pie chart, not a bar graph. I'm just kidding. Just naming graphs now.
Biology.
Scientology.
Nope, that's Tom Cruise.
Shoot. No, I think that you were good at the trivia.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a fact. You were good at it. But you also like the chive. And those two things are both true.
Yeah.
Which doesn't necessarily
mean... And it was basically, I feel like it was like entertainment, sports, miscellaneous sports. Entertainment, sports was kind of, it would seem like it was on a bit of a pattern that way.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think one of our rounds, did we go 10 for 10?
Yes, we sure did. I think, or maybe 9 for 10.
Well, we'll show the results because we took screenshots and pictures. We were very proud of ourselves.
We were very proud.
And
we don't get out much.
Right. And I did a classic Tim Severson maneuver when we ordered our second round of drinks. Because the waitress, and it's, how many times in my life have I had an empty drink in front of me and had a waitress come and say, "Would you like another one?" Mm-hmm. And I say yes. And then
millions of times.
And then the drink that I wanted comes back.
Somehow miraculously, the waitress knows what you've been drinking. How could they know that information? I don't know.
And so the waitress asked that question to both of us, and we both said yes. Mm-hmm. And she started to walk away. And how far away do you think she was? 20 feet?
Sure.
She was about 20 feet away. There's music. It's loud. There's people. There were a lot of people in there.
There's a lot of people in there. It was a busy place.
And it's like a brewery-style setup, even though it's not a brewery.
Mm-hmm. With big, long tables.
Big, long tables. Mm-hmm. You're sitting kind of next to people you don't know. It's a very fun little vibe they've got going in there. But she was about 20 feet away. There's music. And I just decided to yell the name of my beer at her.
So loudly.
And
she was far away.
It would have been even just a shade better if it would have been like Mick Golden Light or Budweiser. But I just yelled, "Foggy Geezer." She kind of stopped and she was like, "Got it."
You even asked me, though, before
No,
before you yelled it out.
No. After I said, I probably don't need to address that when she comes back, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
and
how
you
it went.
said, "No, absolutely not. Don't you? You don't need to address that when she comes back." And what did I do?
You addressed it. You certainly addressed it with her when she came back. I'm sorry I yelled "Foggy Geezer" at you.
And you're just pushing me in the leg like, "Please stop this."
You didn't say, "I was drinking Foggy Geezer. Don't forget, it was a Foggy Geezer. Make sure it's a Foggy Geezer." You just yelled.
"Foggy Geezer."
It was so uncomfortable. Oh, it was funny.
Whoopsie daisies. But we had a good time.
Yeah.
And what time do we come home?
Like 11.
I know.
Yeah.
It's every time. We have a lease to stay out as long as we want.
Yeah.
Well, because we learned our lesson the last time when we went to the last date night we were on. We kind of did the same thing. We were hopping around and we went to a place that we like. And I'm not gonna name it. But this is a story that needs to be told because we go there with our family
all the time.
All the time. We love it.
Brunch.
It's great food.
Lunch.
They have great
dinner.
cocktails. They have an awesome beer selection. It's a great space. It's brand new. Everything about it's great. So we thought, oh man, this is on our own. We get to go have a good cocktail.
Mm-hmm. They have fun cocktails.
Yeah, they do. And they're I've never had one that's been off. Mm-hmm. Like I've had ones I don't like, but that's not their fault. It's just I don't care for that. But every cocktail I've had has been good there. And so we went in and we walked in and we were immediately kind of taken back because there weren't as many people there as we expected because normally it's crowded.
It's always crowded. They give out incorrect wait times.
Yep, they do.
Like
they
it's that
are a proponent.
You're sitting there waiting.
And
there was like 20 people in there.
Yeah. And it was a weird, like, it was a large age gap where I feel like in that group, we were like right in the middle. There were young people, and then there were people that were probably 10 or 15 years older than us, but it was only like 20 to 30, like you said. And the first thing I saw when we came in were those people playing quarters on their high top. And they were playing it in the style that when somebody let the quarter fall, that they had to put their knuckles on the ground and slide the quarter across the table. And I have scars on my knuckles from playing that in college. We played that all the time. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Chick stick scars. And then from there, then it was just like we sat at the bar, and there were just random people walking behind the bar and grabbing beers. We're like, what's happening?
So weird. Just patrons walking behind the bar.
Yeah.
That's definitely not allowed.
Yeah. And then I went to the bathroom and walked in, and it's the kind of bathroom where you open the door and then there's like sinks, 2 urinals, and then 2 stalls.
It's the kind of bathroom where you open the door and then there's sinks, urinals, and stalls.
That's what I said. I don't think it needed to be repeated. I think I spoke clearly.
What kind of a crazy ass bathroom is this? I've never heard of such a thing. Got to check that one out. Can't wait to see it.
Anyways, you can see the stall as you open the door. Was the reason that I described it in the way that I did.
Sorry.
So when you open the door, you're looking directly at the handicap stall on the back row, and my eyes looked underneath, and I saw 2 sets of shoes, and I was like, "Oh God." And as I slowly walked to the urinal, I was like, I don't know what I want to be like, what's my worst and best case here? And I'm like, my best case is just get out without anybody saying anything. And so you can attest to this because I have terrible stage fright in front of you in our own bathroom.
It's true.
Which you love to just exploit.
It's really fun for me.
So
stand behind
this
you.
Has been a problem in my life forever. Like going to a crowded football game, if there are 2 guys on either side of me, I could be convinced I'm going to pee my pants. It's not going to happen. So I'm just like, I just need to get in and out of here. No interaction. And I'm just about to start going to the bathroom when some guy's head pops over the top of the urinal and goes, "Who's in my bathroom?"
Oh my God.
Then I say, "I am."
It's me. I'm here.
I'm the problem. It's me. And so I was, and then he like hopped down, and then the 2 guys like giggled to each other, and I was just like, well, I'm not peeing because it scared me, one, but then I was just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. So then for some reason, like I'm the one who has something that I might need to be embarrassed about, I pretended to wash my hands, even though I did not go to the bathroom. And as I was doing so, it sounded like they both had pretty bad colds in there. There was a lot of sniffing. So I think they were just trying to make each other feel better. A lot better. And I think it worked because when I saw them out of the bathroom, they seemed to have a lot of pep. So
had a lot to talk about, did they?
Good for them, yeah.
Real chatty.
Yeah, they had a lot of stories to tell their friends. Like, have I ever told you about 3rd grade?
We left shortly after.
We did, almost immediately.
We gotta get out of
here. I
here.
had about a 5-minute window before I had to pee again, and I was like, "That's no go in there."
Yeah.
So that was a wild time. But
so I don't think this has been I know this hasn't been intentional, but I'm just realizing now we haven't been back there since that happened.
Yeah.
And we used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
Interesting. subconsciously, we're not bringing our children back into the building.
We're better parents than we know.
All right. Way to go, us. That deserves a pat on the back.
Yes, it does. So yeah, that was and then we have an 8-year-old now. We had a birthday party.
Mm-hmm. We did.
At a basketball gym, which is an idea that we kind of took from some friends of ours. What
is a basketball gym? Isn't it just a gym? Why is it a basketball gym?
I don't know.
It's just a gym.
Okay, just pump the brakes, color crayons.
Not a basketball gym. A gym.
A gym. Okay. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Just make it easy.
I'm going to go get some color crayons to write down all the strange things.
Well, if you're going to write with them, you better get the writing crayons, not the color crayons, you idiot.
I think it's normal to call them color crayons, but whatever.
I think it's normal to call it a basketball gym.
It's not. I've never heard the word basketball gym before.
There is no way.
Basketball gym?
Yeah.
Why? It was at a gym. They had basketball hoops in the gym. Mm-hmm. It's just a gym. Are you thinking of basketball court? Are you?
We had Jude's birthday party at a place where you could play basketball. Inside of a gymnasium.
Mm-hmm. Basketball gymnasium.
And that was really fun.
It was fun.
We had a good time. Jude had a good time. And that's all I have to say about that, I guess.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday. We have an 8-year-old now.
Yeah,
so.
He might watch this someday. When he's 35. I mean, there's a lot of talk of skeet and stuff. Yes. He's going to need to be a full-on adult.
I think you find out what ejaculate is in like 5th grade.
Not skeet. I didn't find out till 38.
I mean, you're not a good barometer for these things.
Well, anyways. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jude. Yeah, we had a birthday party this weekend, and we celebrated St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm.
We got very green. We don't do traditional Irish food. You don't really care for it. The kids would never eat it. So we just did, what did we do? We did
just green food.
Green jigglers. You made chips, which Jude gave less than rave reviews.
Well, he didn't know I made them. And he said to the table, does anybody like these green chips? Because have you tried them? They really stink.
I immediately grabbed one. I'm like,
I was trying to make them fancy. So I took just green spinach tortillas and used the shamrock cookie cutter and then put them in the air fryer to make green shamrock chips.
Yeah, it's an adorable idea.
There was some salt on them and oil.
I didn't mind them all that much.
They were crispy.
They were, well, some were chewy.
Some of them were a little chewy. That is true.
Some of them were basically a tortilla.
Some of them were a little chewy. Does anybody like these?
And I was just like, Mommy made them. And he was just like, oh.
Yeah. But mostly it was just green food.
Yeah, green food.
Yeah.
Some nice chap separated all the green M&Ms out of the M&M bag.
Yeah, that was a nice touch. I like that you did that. It was very nice.
We had green frosted donuts and
green vegetables.
Green vegetables.
Lots of green vegetables.
Lots of green vegetables.
Fruits are harder, so I went with the rainbow.
Yeah. You know what you didn't do is put out the kiwi that we have?
Oh.
I noticed that today.
I bought green grapes, especially for the green.
Yeah.
We had kiwis.
Yeah. Nuts. Anywho, I wanted to talk. I don't know why I always say we. You.
It's all right.
I mean, we talked about it.
You can say
before. We wanted to talk about driving. Because we had
people do it.
People do it. And I do it less. I had to fill up with gas today, and I don't even remember the last time because I drive.
So jealous.
I drive to elementary school and to daycare and home. And Target's in the middle. So I don't go anywhere anymore. So I get gas like once every 3 weeks now. It's kind of my average, which is nice. But the other day we got a message from a friend of ours who has a daughter that goes to the same daycare, claiming that I ran a red light. Now, I don't want to call this person a liar, but I've read her description of the events and I still don't see it clearly.
I believe her with all of my heart.
I gotta say, I've been racking my brain on it and I don't believe her. I think she saw another extremely handsome man in a Mazda CX-9 and thought it was me. Because I don't think I ran a red light.
You definitely ran a red light. I'm certain.
I did. It's
driving's
just,
hard.
For you.
For a lot of people.
Do you think that's true?
I do. No, it's not.
I don't know.
Oh. I think driving's hard, yeah.
You do? Like, you describe driving as hard?
Mm-hmm.
What part of it specifically do you find hard?
The driving part.
The driving part. Just all of it together.
The being on the road with the ability to kill somebody is really hard. I'm just like, I shouldn't be allowed to be in this vehicle moving as fast as I am.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know that it's hard as much as you're bad.
Yeah.
And you're not bad for any other reason than you cannot pay attention to anything for that long.
You know, what's crazy is I used to think that I was a bad driver because I couldn't see. I have really bad eyesight and I just can't see very well. But I did recently realize it's not my eyesight. It's that I just can't focus.
Yeah.
I can't pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the number of times that we've been driving and I've been behind you, which you always try to avoid. You always make me go in front of you.
I don't want you seeing that.
Oh. I mean, multiple times I've been convinced that I am about to watch my wife get into a massive car accident and it's going to be a scene. There was one time where I thought you were going to die in front of me. Like, I was like, what is she doing? You're just drifting.
I do drift.
Towards a light pole. And then you just snap back. And then when we get home, I go, what was that? And you're like, what are you talking about?
It's just so boring. You're just like, what are you supposed to do? Just like watch the road for 45 minutes on your way home from work?
Just pay attention and keep yourself safe. That's the idea.
I don't like it. I get so bored and then I just start. I try to like listen to a book maybe.
Yeah.
Or listen to music, but my mind just wanders. So most of the time, unless I'm on a work call, which I did start trying to do work calls, that does help. You told me not to tell people this because it makes me sound like a serial killer, but I just choose silence. Like if I just drive in exact silence, then I can like stay a little more focused.
Yeah. But I think I have that though. Like there's many times where I've driven from one place to another and just been like, I don't remember.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember driving here.
Yeah.
So that's how you are all the time.
Yeah. Where am I? How did I get here?
Right. But the incident
this
of
is
me,
really my life, basically.
the alleged incident of me running the red light didn't happen. Got me thinking about with parent drop-off is the only place in the world where everybody follows the unwritten rules of the road. Because it's chaos leaving, and it takes a long time, but everybody takes turns. I've never yet experienced somebody being like, my time's more important, because everybody's like, you're beholden to the school and to everybody else. So everybody's paying attention and then they all pull out and then it's the Wild West again. And I feel as though I am a good driver.
You are a good driver.
And I have my view of how things should happen on the road. And that's when I lose my mind, is when people aren't following my rules of the road.
And what are your rules called?
Well, the first one is one that you break, and it's one of the other than fearing for my life. Because how many accidents have you?
I don't think that was the point of the story.
Okay. How many?
I actually don't know. I would have to count them. More than 10.
Is that counting the deer?
No.
No, you haven't been in more than 10 accidents.
Oh, yeah. In my life?
Rolled the Jeep.
You want to really go through this right now?
You did get rear-ended by somebody named Andre Love on Valentine's Day one time.
I did.
That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it might be pushing 10.
The one in Edina by the massage retreat and spa.
Yep.
The one in Maplewood.
Yep. You got
the one in Duluth.
You got rear-ended with Jude in the car when he was a baby.
That one really wasn't my fault, though.
No, I know, but
I did get rear-ended.
Yeah.
And then I got rear-ended by that other guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've totaled 4 cars. One of them my brother totaled. Sorry. Yeah.
And then you've hit 7 deer? 6 or 7 deer?
7 deer.
Yeah.
Killed them.
I've fallen through the ice and rear-ended a couple of cars because of icy conditions. But yeah, you have a record because you have a lot of your accidents don't involve other people. You rolled your Jeep, you backed into a light pole, you spun out on 94 and went in the ditch.
Oh yeah, those aren't accidents though. Spinning out on 94, that's not an accident. I didn't count that.
Were you able to drive out of the ditch on your own?
Well, no. Is that an accident?
I feel like if you need assistance getting out of the problem you got yourself into, you made an accident.
Oh, is a light pole an accident?
Yeah. Did you do it on purpose?
Oh.
If you did it on purpose, then no, it's not. Any other.
Did I tell my insurance company about it?
But no, so the one thing that you do that drives me absolutely nuts is you stay in the left-hand lane at all times.
Yeah.
Unless you come across somebody in the left-hand lane that's going slower and then you pass them on the right, which is rule number 2 that I hate so much. And I feel like, especially in Minnesota, because we've taken a lot of road trips from Minnesota to New York. And so you kind of go across cultures as you go, well, not cultures, state cultures of driving. And now Illinois, anywhere going through Chicago is just an absolute nightmare.
Well, that's just quantity.
Well, yeah, but people drive really fast, really fast. I drive fast, but there are people pushing 100. And I'm just like,
my stars.
But whenever we've gone that way, I notice this. It is instant. You cross the bridge from Minnesota into Wisconsin, and all of a sudden, everybody's doing the right thing. So this is the only compliment you will ever hear me pay to the state of Wisconsin, that they do know how to drive on the highway.
It's hard for you to say that, isn't it?
It's so hard, especially because they name their county roads double letters.
Yeah, so dumb.
What do you live on? XX? Morons. Jesus Christ. Anyways, yeah, that is one thing that I cannot stand, is when people stay in the left-hand lane, no matter, especially when it's sparse. That actually gets me more mad. When there's like nobody else on the road and somebody's just cruising along in the left-hand lane, that drives me nuts, especially if I have to slow down. But then a close second is people passing on the right. And that's when I put people into my Severson Justice, where I will slowly not allow them in, and then I will slowly just kind of stay in line with them as I'll stay in line with them, and then I'll wait for the car behind me to catch up and hope that the line catches up, and I will not increase my speed until at least they can't get by one car. Because these are always the people who would I need to be going 82, not 79. And so then they try to speed around me, and that's the dangerous stuff. So I just like to make them pay a little price.
You just like to create accidents behind you.
No, I'm not, because I'm doing it all at a very reasonable rate of speed. I'm not doing anything aggressive. I'm just not continuing my normal rate of speed just to make somebody else extremely angry.
It makes you so happy.
It does.
To Severson Justice somebody. It
is the best feeling, especially when they get really like animated in my rear view. I love it so much. But one of the biggest, honestly, I've seen some Facebook comment threads get pretty serious over the concept of zipper merging. So let's start here. Zipper merging.
Heard of it. Seen the billboards.
Do you know what it is?
Yes, I know what it is.
Okay.
It's just where you're supposed to take turns. You're not supposed to move.
So what's your
very condescending. Are you mansplaining zipper merging to me?
No, you were just explaining it to me. I asked you to explain.
You thought I didn't know what it was.
No, I didn't.
You wanted to mansplain.
No, I didn't.
Deep down in your soul.
I still don't even really understand what mansplain is. Is it just if you're a man and you explain something? It gets very hard to understand.
Some of the worst mansplaining I've experienced is, in fact, from women. But the term definitely, yes.
Got it.
So you're not supposed to get over too early when you're supposed to merge.
So let me paint you a picture and you tell me how you handle it.
Okay.
You are you're driving down a highway and you see one of those orange signs on the left-hand side, and it says left lane closed 2 miles ahead. And in Minnesota, what you start to notice immediately is that every moron turns on their blinker and gets in the right hand lane. They move
over right away.
Okay. What's your move?
No, so you're supposed to stay in your lane.
Yeah. What do you do?
What do I do?
You're supposed to do. What do you do?
Oh, no. I try to get up as far as possible.
Yeah, you stay in the left.
Yeah, I stay in the left until too late.
Right.
That I should have.
And that makes everybody who's...
Well, but it's actually I'm doing the right thing. But to other people, it feels like I'm trying to sneak in.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm doing the thing I'm supposed to do.
They're the ones who did the wrong thing.
Yes.
Because if we all stayed in even lanes together all the way to the end and then just took turns...
Yep. Like in parent drop-off lane.
And it's just science and math. That is more efficient. There are billboards, as you said.
Well, and it's safer, too.
I believe they even tried to make a catchy jingle out of it one time.
They failed because I would sing it.
Yeah.
It would not be hard to get me to sing that. We could do it. We could make the jingle.
Yeah.
Think about that one for a minute.
But, I mean, we've been in scenarios before because I do the same. I will always stay in the left because that is what my state Department of Transportation has told me to do.
Follow the billboards.
And we've had people, I remember this, we were coming from like Fargo, and we were like St. Cloud area. Somebody jumped out of the slow lane that was backed up into my lane, and I had to get on the shoulder. And I'm like, how is it better for you if I rear end you going 50 miles an hour?
Oh, no.
What makes your life, how is this more convenient for you? So, yeah, Minnesota drivers and the zipper merge just don't mix.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. Maybe enough people will see this that some idiot, I'll call you an idiot, who doesn't believe in zipper merge can try to explain it to me in the comments. I'll even invite you on to tell me why you think it's a better deal, because you're wrong.
All right. Really fired up about the zipper merge.
I hate when people get upset about things and defend things that aren't true.
Yeah. Well, it's true to them. They're just standing up for their beliefs.
You can't. No, it's not a belief to not zipper merge.
Do the zipper merge. I'm supporting you 100%. Do zipper merge.
Do the zipper merge, yes. Do you have any driving pet peeves? Anything that gets you angry on the road as you're not paying attention?
Yeah,
I suppose not really,
no.
huh? You don't see much.
No, I don't like. So I know it bothers you that I drive in the left lane, but I go at least 9 miles over.
Right.
Always. Usually a little more.
That's a mistake.
I know. That's an accident. I'm not doing it on purpose. I try to stay 9. My point is, I'm not in the left lane driving the speed limit.
Right.
So I understand that I should move over.
Yeah.
But I'm going at least 9 miles over at all times. What I hate is when somebody gets all up on my ass when I'm already going 9 over.
Right.
And gets mad at me like I'm ruining their day.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm keeping you from getting a ticket right now. If you need to pass on the right.
Does the move that they do when they do that make you as mad as it makes me?
When they move to the right, pass on the right?
No, yes, of course. But the other thing that they do when they first come up on you, do you notice what the other thing that those people do?
No.
They go onto the shoulder to look around you.
It does make me really, really happy when people go on the shoulder to look around me and it's cars as far as the eye can see.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
I'm right. I make a whole show out of that, especially when it's like clear. Like you think it's just me and this car right next to me that are going 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And you just happened upon the two of us. And I will pull I've rolled down my window and gone, look at what you're trying to.
You have some anger on the road.
Oh, I do. It's where it all comes. You don't have anger
anywhere else in your life.
No, it's where it all comes out.
It's the only place in your life that you let anger out.
I've said some pretty hurtful things to people.
They didn't hear.
No.
It's fine.
But
and they probably also didn't die in a ditch.
Yeah.
Or their mother. Are these some of the things? Am I close? No worse.
Maybe
we should move on.
You don't want to know. Nobody wants to hear it because it's too much. But yes, I am with you. That is obnoxious, especially and even when it's not a backed up situation and you are, because there are times where you're going 79 and the car that's in the right lane is going 77, and so I think to those people it feels like you should be going much faster than them, but you can't help how fast they're going.
Yeah.
But that's why also though I think the reason why you get a little bit more of that is because you do stay in the left-hand lane.
I do.
Where I move over to the right as soon as I pass anybody. And you always comment to it when you pay attention to it, because I'll do it when I can clearly see that.
Sometimes you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
That's too much work.
No, it's what you're supposed to do. Again, it's just like the zipper merge. It's what they do on the German Autobahn. Like that's how you'll get kicked off or something. I don't know what they do. They take your car away if you don't follow the rules.
Get off the
road. And you'll go, well, that was stupid. And I'm like, no, that's the rule of the road. You pass on the left and you get in the right lane. And as soon as you catch somebody, you pass them again. You should treat, even when it's 3-lane highway, you should treat it like it's a 2-lane highway.
Okay.
Or a 6-lane. I always don't know how to say that.
Sure.
Sure. Sold. I'm never doing it.
I could try it.
Anything else that grinds your gears on the road?
I don't think so. Well, nobody can control this. But you want to know something annoys me in my car? It is no human can control it. When you're at a stoplight and everybody has their blinkers on and the blinkers don't line up.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, you're in the car, like you can see everybody's blinkers behind you.
But when they do.
They're all on different speeds. But it only does one time.
I know, but
then it never does again.
It's just like the, it's the DVD.
Yes.
It
never gets in the corner.
Right in the corner,
It's the same thing. That drives me nuts. Can't handle it.
Oh, I feel like my new thing is going to be if I feel like I'm in a line of those and I can gauge it and I know it's about to happen, I'm just going to turn my blinker off.
Oh my God, that's so mean. You're ruining somebody's day just for fun.
I don't think I can time it out right.
Yeah. That annoys me. Animals. What do you think this is? Your area? Nobody wants you here. Stay on the green part. There are places that have these like land bridges.
You have hit a lot of animals.
Yeah.
But
remember when I hit the raccoon with the kids in the car?
Yeah. After we were at that Super Bowl party, they didn't stop talking about that.
They were traumatized.
A minute.
That
and you were our DD, and I was hammered, so I wasn't any help in the situation at all.
The DD. Fully sober.
I think what we need to do, though, is we need to change the story. It was a possum.
Okay.
We don't know it was a raccoon. It makes you feel better if it's a possum, doesn't it?
I don't really like any animals.
Yeah.
So if it's a possum
I feel like
or
a raccoon, if you looked at a possum and a raccoon, you would clearly pick one over the other, right?
No.
Raccoons are kind of cute.
They're mean. They're the worst.
Always.
Yes, they are. They're bad.
I don't think
raccoons are not good.
Jesus.
Why do you think raccoons are good?
I guess I'm not saying that they're good, but I don't think they're bad.
What does a possum deserve?
Raccoons have little hands. Have you ever seen them walk on their hind legs and just ask for food from people?
Yeah, and then they assault you. They're mean.
I don't think that that's true. I don't think they are if they're rabid, but I don't think a normal raccoon really has any interest in being around humans unless there's food involved.
Well, I don't know what the possum ever did to you. I'm just arguing for the sake of arguing. I'm sorry. Possum's good? No. Possum's bad? Raccoon's good.
I'm bringing you a possum at some point in your life. And we'll see
how. Just pretend to be dead.
I don't think you know what a possum is.
Amy Schumer's show. What is that show called?
Oh, Life and Beth?
Life and Beth, when they run over the possum. Yeah. That is funny.
That's a funny scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Click it or link it or something.
Okay.
It's right here. Look at this video.
I don't know if I can do that or not.
Oh, look at this video over here on the other side.
Or just go watch Life and Beth.
Oh, check it out or don't.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, the raccoon is the superior animal. I just have to end it on that.
Do possums, do they hang upside down from trees?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm possum.
Oh, my God. You don't know what one looks like.
I saw the scary one in the show. That possum was scary.
Yeah. Did you know that if you grab them by their tails, they can let their tails drop off?
Guess what? I'm never touching one.
Want to bet?
This I promise.
Wait until there's one in your bed.
When we first moved in here, we were moving into our new house, and we left. All the doors were open in the whole house. There's a lot of doors. Doors here, doors there.
I think it's
everywhere.
an average amount of doors for most homes. I don't think we have more doors than the average home.
There's 4 doors into our house. I feel like that's a lot, isn't it? I feel like that's above average.
The kids are not in bed again. What is happening?
Let's guess who it is.
I'm going to guess it's Jude.
It was pretty heavy. Yeah, it sounded like Jude.
It's a Jude Bing. It's a Jude Bing walk. Oh, actually, that breathing sounds like a Clementine.
Yeah, she is getting a lot bigger. She's growing fast. So I do feel like 4 doors into the house may be more than average, but maybe not.
Okay. You
disagree. No, I'm trying to think of every house I've ever been in and how many doors they had, and it's all 4. Shit. Anyways, doors were open. All 4 doors to the outside were open. We were just moving in all day. They were all wide open.
We were bringing in furniture to the basement, through the garage, to the front door, wherever it was easiest, depending on what we were moving.
And I was unpacking, I don't know, like
dishes,
or I was going to say dishes or something. And there was a cat inside my house. And I lost my mind, crying and sobbing. like it was a possum or a raccoon. Like,
I don't
want
it. No, it was like you were dying. I thought you I thought you cut yourself. Like you screamed like I was coming to a bloody mess. And there was nothing. And I'm like, what's going on? There's a cat in our house. Where is it? It went back outside. I don't want a cat in our house. And it was like a neighborhood cat.
It was just a neighborhood cat.
And
it was in our house, though.
Yeah, it hung out. It hung out around the house for like a year or two, but then we never saw it again. So I don't know what happened to that cat. Yeah. What happened to that cat, Jenny?
What's that now?
What happened to that cat? Our pond next door is getting a little low. Am I going to find cat bones and a collar out there? Actually, it didn't wear a collar, I don't think.
I don't know what happened.
It was a nice cat. I was nice to him, so he hung around.
What kind of cat just walks into somebody's house?
A domesticated cat that's looking for food.
Well, it scared me. I didn't like it. I didn't like having a cat in my house.
Well, we have a live studio audience that needs to get to bed. So, any parting thoughts on driving?
Stay in the right lane. Is that the right one? Yeah. Zipper merge. That's it.
I feel like, would you be willing to take, like, I bet we can find like a driver's test, like a written driver's test.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to take one and compare scores?
Up and away. Proceed if clear.
Oh yeah.
I will crush that thing.
I'll find one. We'll both take it and we'll compare scores next time.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you next week.